situation like this, you try to make light of it. Nobody,
Yeah.
nobody was harmed in the making of this audio.
No. Well, I don't know, except
You know, she might have had to put a little ice pack down there, but she good otherwise. Nope. You know, you play a hard game, you ice. Basketball players ice their knees, they ice their ankles, the elbows and stuff like that after, you know, up and down football players. Okay.
Hey, she might be in the Epsom salt right now. Hey,
you know.
she in the Epsom salt right now watching the show. Hey, Michelle. All right. Heal up, sweetie.
For this made smoother than your smoothest criminal. ShannoN, about that money, what we get into. ShannoN, about that money, get residuals. ShannoN.
What it do, people? You're now tuned in.
Popovich
TV.
TV. Oh yeah.
We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here. One more again. So if it's your first time, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. To everybody else, you already know. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. And we is in the end game, people. And we in the end game because Shannon Sharp, a.k.a. Uncle Shannon, Shay Club, Nightcap, has come out and said, look, my account didn't get hacked. That was, in fact, me clapping them cheeks, booty clapping sounds. And, you know, he apologized, said he was embarrassed, had an emergency nightcap with Ocho. And, you know, if you haven't heard, then you must have been, you know, not on social media today, because on Twitter, on Instagram, damn near everywhere you looked, you know what I mean, it was big, black, and ugly as ever. And where is MicheLLe? Who is MicheLLe? Why is MicheLLe on some endgame shit? And, you know, it was all fun and games. And obviously, you know, he was embarrassed, said he had to call his family up, etc. But if you was off social media today, and how ironic that it's hump day today, like hump day, and, you know, you go on, you know, Instagram and you see that he went live and you hear booty clapping sounds and, you know, you hear all type of wild audio. Like, this shit is a, you know what I mean, a pornography, you know, extraordinaire, you know what I mean, or some porn star shit, you know what I mean, like T.I. And, you know, it's all fun and games, and don't look like he's going to be fired. But that's why I want to do the video. One, do you believe that it was an accident? Because he's claiming that, you know, he never went on Instagram Live before. He never went on Instagram Live. So today you decide to pick up and go live, and while you're about to get some buns? Like, 1 and 1 is not adding up to 2. But let's just say it was an accident. We know that Paul Pierce, the truth is, y'all niggas can't handle the truth. The truth is, y'all niggas ain't bulletproof. That's a My Song reference, right? And the truth, Paul Pierce, when he was an ESP employee, he went on live. I think he was getting his hair cut, had some little dances, you know what I mean? And smoking on a little poison, you know what I mean? And they fired him after that. And then he popped up over there with Skip, who's no longer at Undisputed. And so will the repercussions be for Shannon, who is, he's big, I won't say bigger than life, but he's definitely, he big in the streets. I jumped on the live where he was saying, you know, it wasn't an accident, obviously on his nightcap show tonight. And at one point in time, they had 180,000 in the chats. Like, the chat was just going live, as you can see now. A lot of people was clowning, a lot of people was making jokes, etc. And, you know, he promotes the, I don't know the name of the pills or the product that he got, you know, the joint, hard joints, you know what I mean? For the people that be having issues in that department, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You can lock in on that. And he always joke about the blue diamonds, and, you know, obviously he went viral, you know, for saying that he'll spread Megan legs and have a 12 to 6 and 2. And when she came on the show, he did apologize, even though I didn't really see it was no reason for him to apologize. It was just two, you know, men talking about, you know, sexual prowess and women they'll take down. Booty clapping sounds, you know what I'm saying? And do you think ESPN will fire him? I didn't watch the whole live. I don't know how long they stayed on the live, but he didn't seem worried at all. So my thing is, Paul Pierce has some dancers around, smoking a little, maybe, I guess this is no smoke policy, but weed is legal, obviously in California and a lot of states, New York. recreational weed smoking, that is. You know, they got all these dispensaries, etc. They fired him behind that. You know what I mean? And a lot of people were saying, you know, if it was, you know, maybe some sussy situations going on or some zesty stuff, then it would have been all good and cool. But because he, a full-blooded heterosexual man, and he has some ladies around, like, where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? That it was an issue, and that's why they fired him. And he said ESPN was bougie, and he really, he was glad that he, got up out of that situation. But for ShannoN, being a big star for ESPN and on First Take, what do you think will be the rest of, what do you think will be, the consequences, if it is any consequences? Because he actually was having sex. He admitted to being the person, and, if you ain't hear the audio was wild. And at the end of the audio, he like, that's my MicheLLe. That's why I started it like, where's MicheLLe? Who is MicheLLe? Why is MicheLLe? You know what I mean? Everybody on the live was like, yo, some women was like, they want next. You know what I mean? And, we over-sexualized them, and it probably was just all fun and games. Do you think he's going to be fired? Should he be fired? Should he be reprimanded? And, obviously it's a good, I won't say ploy, or as he was saying, it wasn't a ruse. He didn't, it wasn't a plot to do it, for him to get views. But at one point in time, as as Ocho did point out, a lot of people were saying he was of the community, and he, go both ways, and he got the purse or the little handbag, the flip over bag that a lot of the, people be wearing. And he was like, glad it was a MicheLLe instead of a Michael. And they both kind of laughed. Some people saying it was a ritual, even though we didn't get to see it. And, he been famous. Obviously, he been in the NFL, 2-time champion, Denver Broncos. He been on TV for a long time now. I'm sure he got the bag, more times over now, especially with his own personal, YouTube endeavors and his podcast. But, my thing is, it's just all fun and games and giggles. Obviously, that's something he got to live with. It is embarrassing. But another thing Ocho, was saying was like, well, at least you did your thing. So now when people were like, yo, you seen Unc or whatever, like, yeah, that's my dog. When it's all fun and games, when you don't have no problems in the bedroom and you a swordsman, ladies like that. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of them in the comments was like, they want to be next. They want to get bent from 12 to 6, etc. I don't think it should be fired, but if you're going to set a precedent with Paul Pierce, then maybe we will look like, well, what makes him, exempt from not being fired or reprimanded? And we know ESPN let a lot of good talent go. They say budget reasons, but we know it's woke over there. You know what I mean? Disney is the parent company, and, they be doing a lot of shady business over there. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.